All right, for this video, we are going to be learning how to paint the Wander Treescape using our cup as well. We are going to be using a brown border. So for the border of this, we are going to be using our brown color. So my brown color has dried up a little bit, so I'm just going to add a few more drops. There's that. All right. With a clean brush, I am going to get a little bit of water. I'm going to get some brown. I'm going to mix up my color. It doesn't matter if any of the green gets in at all. I'm going to move that around to where the edge of my cup is nice and covered. Perfect. I'm going to continue out these corners a little bit. This one is pretty important to have the outline of the cup somewhat, or the cup somewhat there. We don't want just hardly any cup shining through. We want the outside rim to show. All right, so there is the outside rim. We are going to keep this color brown on our paper, so the same color that is. We're going to keep that here, and we are going to draw the trees going up. So I'm going to bring this down. We are going to draw the trees. One branch is going to come up just a little, because that is going to be the entire tree trunk right here. The other one is going to come up much higher. We want to give those maybe 30 seconds to dry before we move on to the next step. So right now is a good time to rinse out your brush. Maybe freshen up your water. All right, so we are going to go back to this color, to this one right here. This is a mixture of this color and this color. So we're going to be using this one to start. So I'm going to pull some color out of there, maybe add a touch more water. And I'm going to start dabbling in the lightest parts. Then I'm going to start over here as well, dabbing in just the lightest parts of my tree. While we wait for those to dry, we are now going to paint the middle right there. So that means that we are going to go over here to our palette. We are going to be using these three colors. So I'm going to get my brush wet. I'm going to get one of these, each of these, okay? These are the colors. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that blue on my brush. It's on my brush, blue paint. I am going to start down here, and I'm going to paint my first back mountain. The back of these mountains are going to start out light blue, and they are slowly going to progressively fade to get darker as we get closer to the front. I still have my blue brush. I don't need to rinse. I go into the next color, a little bit darker blue. Now we are going to use the darkest blue. All right, now we are going to grab our actual green up here. You can choose either one, doesn't matter. I think I'm going to choose my more vibrant green. I'm just going to go straight into that green color. I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to fill in all of this with the rest of my green. Pull that off. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more of my browns or greens. It's completely up to you. I'm going to mix some of that color up, get a little bit more water. And I'm going to paint some more of my trees. You can either choose to have this tree stay tucked back behind the border of this little cup, or you can choose to bring it forward and have it come across our screen. I'm going to have mine come in front. Right? If you want to add some faded top trees to the very top, right up here, we're going to grab just a little bit of this very faded light green that we have, and we're just going to add, oops, I dropped some water right in the middle of my page. There we go. We're going to add just a little bit of trees up here, not many. If you paint those on and then you wait just a little bit and then you dab them away, it's going to leave the most beautiful hint of trees behind your little frame here. It'll look really nice. Dab them one time. Then you can grab your pen and write out the word wander. It should be dry. All right, There it is.